What's up, X-Wing Maniacs? We're back again today with some more Wave 9 action. So we've got in the studio today John.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Going up against James.
What's up, peoples?
So we got Empire versus Scum. I feel like we just did this. But it's different, I swear. Spiky bits.
Make sure you stay in the trenches by becoming a supporter over on Patreon and also scoring yourself some free miniature swag in the process. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out our site, spikybits.com, for all the hot hobby tutorials, news, rumors on all your favorite hobby topics. And head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today.
But here's the list here. So why don't you break this down for us, John?
All right, so it's my first time running the Shadowcaster. I'm running Asajj. I put adaptability just so she has the same pilot skill as Old Turok over there.
Word.
And then put gyroscopic targeting, black market tools, and lats. Basically trying to give out crits or give out stress and then make you take extra damage because of the stress.
It's
and
a
then save
combo.
myself.
Yeah.
Because I get a free evade result if you have stress.
Seems pretty good there, and that's we've pretty much seen this Concord Dawn configuration right here already.
I feel like this is how they're going to get ran. Finn Raw at range 1, throwing 5 dice, and then basically adding, a possible 6 hits. That's going to be pretty nasty. Tack that on Old Turok. If I can get both these ships focusing on the same one, and all of a sudden discard all your evade and focus results, it's a dead ship. I don't care who you are.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And James's list is similar to the one John C. was running last time, but this is actually the Countess this time.
Yeah, so I am running the Countess, and I'm running her with the tidy, twin ion, push the limit, and ion cannon. Pretty much, I'm going for that ion, and then rolling secondary attack with my primary at 3 red dice, and then I'm trying out the backdraft TIE SF fighter, 3 shields, 3 hull. Actually,
it's like it's a mini defender.
I'm pretty stoked about the 3 shields on a TIE fighter. Let's be real. So he's running special ops training.
Yep.
And push the limit, and then I'm running Jax, just trying to keep him at range 1 to
take away their stuff.
Take away all access to their focus and evades. And he's running stealth device, so I can get that extra evade on him. So
I like the ion cannon instead of the tractor beam personally, just because it sets them up. You played me with this build before, and I'm like, well, I guess you know where I'm going.
The ion cannon definitely, especially when you're running Countess, it helps negate where exactly they're going to be, and on top of it, it's adding a damage no matter what. And plus, they're doing a 1 straight no matter what. So if you can set them up in front of some kind of debris and set them up with a 1 straight, they're taking damage on that also.
And a lot of you folks out there asked about the game mats here. These are actually gamemat.eu's 3x3, and this is part of a 2-mat set. So I know I mentioned that on some of the 40K videos, but some of you X-Wing players were asking about it too, so check out their website. About to start turn 1. You can see the debris, a mixture of debris and asteroid fields right there. And there is the Shadowcaster and the Fang Fighters right over there. So it looks like there might be some jousting. I feel like you want to get those Fang Fighters up to range 1, right? That's the thing.
That is totally the thing.
So I can see that. And you got the auxiliary arc right on it there, pointed forward. Not too much happened. A couple of shots at range 3 easily evaded, but things are getting set up for the big turn 2 here, I feel like. So I was just watching the guys put down their maneuvers, and I was thinking about, well, if I was flying the Scum, where would I be? And then I noticed, like, a lot of times some of these guys over here, like the Countess and stuff, like to do those K-turns, because they're freebies for her. So I was like looking at it, and I was like kind of wondering what the maneuvers were coming up, and I like how John positioned over here, just going 3, because now the Countess can't get behind him, and the Shadowcaster can just kind of sweep around to the left here on the camera and basically just kind of set up a, a gunship kind of roll type thing. So I'm really interested to see what James does with his ships, because they're obviously a little bit more maneuverable but can't take as much damage to the face. So wave 2, or not wave 2, turn 2's over, going into turn 3. This, like I said in the little intro there, kind of mid-turn, was a really interesting turn to kind of check out. The Countess did a 5k, right? And the two little Fang fighters moved up 3. One collided with the Countess, one cleared, and then barrel rolled out. Now, what happened to your tie there?
So what happened was he barrel rolled into range 1 of the Fang fighter. So at range 1, I was able to roll 4 dice. Basically, I got 3 hits and a crit, and then added my hit result because we're both in each other's arc. Right. So basically 5 damage, and he evaded none of that.
Yeah.
Well, you only have what, 2?
2 of the dice.
So
and I rolled a focus icon.
I let the Shadowcaster go ahead and finish him off, since his mobile fire arc is facing that way, and I was like, well, he took 2 damage from Jax, so he only has 2 left. Yes, I would have got a free evade, but he would have been rolling 4 dice at me.
So you're hurting too.
So yeah, he did 2 damage to this guy, so he's halfway dead. Yeah. So I had to have the Shadowcaster finish him off.
Mm-hmm. So do you think barrel rolling with the TIE SF over there was a good idea, or?
The main reason I did the barrel roll with the TIE SF was simply because I knew his big guy was coming in, and I didn't want to be in range 1 of him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I barrel rolled to get out of range 1, and I
Okay.
didn't think that when I barrel rolled, it would put me in range 1
so close to that
of his other guy, which it barely by just a fraction of a hair he was in. So it played out that in his favor. And
well, this has been a pretty exciting turn too.
There goes
obviously, because I mean that's if that's what this wave is bringing to X-Wing, I'm kind of digging it, because the Scum got their ships, but it also seems like things are speeding up a little bit. Okay, so going into turn 3. So turn 3 is over, and another ship is missing from the table. So this was an interesting kind of turn too, because like this Scum list is really coming up in the face. So James, what is going on here? So Countess got to shoot, right?
no, Countess didn't get to shoot.
Yeah, she's 5. Wow.
So
okay.
she's pilot skill 5. So both of his ships got to shoot first. And they both rolled 5 damage each, and she didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, I guess her turning around and then, just having those fighters in her rear, and then that one barrel rolling out, the other one coming in, just being at range 1. Didn't get the extra dice.
Yep.
Because wasn't in the front arc, but still, 5 dice is still pretty brutal for any volley, I feel like.
Yep, so the Countess did not get to attack one single time.
Oof.
And neither did the TIE SF, so thank you, Sean Yee. Thank you, Wave 9 Scum.
Yeah, I think Connor.
It's all up to Jax now, baby.
Has his work cut out for, but that one is pretty much a half health. So I'm sure you can knock him out, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
So at the end of turn 4, it looks like the Scum win. John rolled pretty hot with 3 dice coming out the back arc right there, and as you see by those blank dice, even with the stealth device, Connor ain't gonna make it to Bad Boys.
Well,
3, 4,
he couldn't focus because, again, you got old Tarak there would basically say get rid of your focus token, which is what he really needed, and rolling 4 blanks doesn't really help anything.
Even if I had a focus token, it wouldn't have mattered. I blanked out.
Yeah, rolling like that doesn't really help anybody. Looks like we got a doubleheader today, because we're gonna run it back down again, same list against each other, and hopefully it lasts more than 5 turns. Yikes! That Scum list was brutal, but I'm sure James has learned his lesson. little bit different positioning going into turn 2 here. No shots, just more maneuvering, I feel like. So now there's a little bit of obstacles, a little bit of distance between y'all. And this is going to be interesting to see. Oh, there's Connor. Okay. Going into turn 3, it looks like Countess is down again. She just can't take, 2 volleys of 5 dice?
Basically, and then getting a free hit on each one of them.
Yeah.
Free hit? What's that one from?
Basically, Fearless.
Oh,
since
right.
we're both facing each other, I added, and she just, and ignoring her because she didn't want to push the limits because she was worried about Araj over here, or Asajj, basically slicing her.
That's brutal. That's a lot of close in your face stuff right there. Another turn and another ship has disappeared. And, it's not like for lack of trying, I feel like. Well, we'll talk about that in the post-game here, I feel like. But the combos with, basically stressing the ship and then taking away the focus, it's kind of brutal. And getting 5 dice again, just being at range 1, it's just a tremendous amount of dice. Even if you have what's the dodge 3 and a stealth device 4. I mean, at range 3 you're getting 5, but that's never going to help you because the whole point of this list is to be at range 1. So going into turn 4, we'll see how long the Sloan Tide can last. Well, going into turn 5, doesn't look like the Imperials are going to make it here. So let's talk about this for a minute here. So James, I played this list of yours, but I think you just kind of shoehorned in the SF here for this battle report.
Yeah, so this is definitely a solid list that I use a lot, and it seems to do fairly well, except I dropped Omega Leader and picked up TIE SF.
It doesn't really fit in well.
It doesn't, and I was actually pretty excited about the 3 shields that it came with, but facing 5 dice, once again, it really doesn't matter how many shields or how many hull you have.
Yeah.
It went down pretty quick, but surprisingly, it was the last ship that lasted, but it was also the last ship that was focused on, so...
I think it's a good ship for like a swarm list. It's a good tanky ship.
Swarm list, definitely, as long as it has some protection and it's able to get in there in between ships and actually use that special ops training card. That special ops training card is huge.
Right.
When you're able to perform 2 attacks, 2 out of your front arc, 2 out of your back arc, and you're using a swarm pretty much to block in order to line him up on shots.
Right, which should be easy to do because he's basically got the alternate arc and everything there. So
yeah.
I'm kind of digging that. And this, this Scum list, like right out of the box, is pretty decent. I could see it having issues against Defenders?
Yeah, anything else that's throwing a lot of dice back at longer range.
To get you before you
get
in.
the 4 bombers, Defenders, and then a high pilot skill list. This is based on me moving lat or moving and being able to shoot lat or shoot first. Yeah. If these ships get shot at first, at 4 hull and no shields, they're
like Ferraris.
Yes.
They don't want to hit a telephone pole.
So, and then, the Shadowcaster's literally just staying on the outskirts and kind of just like moving his turret and like pushing out stress at the same time, which forces you to change what you're going to do because now you're trying to do green maneuvers to remove that stress.
And then he's attacking you with the stress and removing the stress anyway.
So,
hurt you like stress, dog. I'm taking it.
That you're gonna have some ships that are gonna really hurt, like Sunterfell, who really depends on his actions, and then you're like, well, if you stress yourself, I'm gonna give you another stress, and then I'm going to make you take damage, and then basically old Tarot coming in and was like, yeah, that evade and
nope,
and that focus token, those are both gone.
Or even doing it to like one of the the Phantom. stressing the Phantom. The Phantom don't like to get stressed, but then splicing it just to get through the shields, you do that twice, it's down. So
it's dead because the shields don't even matter anymore.
But I feel like Splicer Tools is only good in that kind of combo, because otherwise you would have to catch a Phantom that stressed itself, which is very hard to do.
You're not going to do that. You're going to have to force the stress onto it, and which is what I'm trying to do, which keeps them, again, outskirting. And this thing has 2 hull, and the other special ability here with Lats is if you're stressed and shooting at me, I auto get an evade result.
Very good.
So it's making it even more tanky. It's the better what is it, C-3PO, like giving me an evade
better
result.
Yeah. Or Calrissian too, I guess.
So
to some degree.
That ship is the survival tank. If they focus that down at the beginning, then
they're not paying attention to
these fangs are coming in, and they're coming in hot.
Mm-hmm.
And people, when they first start playing them, they're going to be surprised, especially they're like, wait, you're throwing how many dice?
Wait, 6? What?
Wait, so, a TIE Defender's like facing off, is like, man, I got this. It's okay, but...
You're throwing 3 dice, plus 1 at range 1, put you up to 4, and then on top of it, you get to add...
I add a hit
no
result,
matter what the results are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, it hurts feelings and ends marriages.
Well, they knew this was coming. They put 2 Scum ships in here. All right, well, that's it for this one. Hopefully next time we can get a ARC shoehorned in something. Maybe. I don't know. We haven't seen that on the tabletop here at the Cat Command Center yet.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. TheLongWar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos,